All right, and welcome to another edition of After the Whistle. As you can see, we're at the house today because the studio's booked.
Don't know how.
Reasons we can't control. It was booked way ahead, so.
Oh, yeah, you said that.
Reasons. But we're here. Me and Todd is here.
What up?
On a nice spring day. Finally. Hope you kids get out there and go outside. I got a delinquent back there acting a damn fool. But anyways, I don't know if you did. I know you dealt with this.
What?
Being in school, working with them kids.
Yeah.
Yo. It's like when you try to explain stuff to them, like, you know, they'll do something and then they think that's it. They don't have to participate in class no more at any point. And you're just like, that's not how school works. It's like, I already did something. You know, like the other day, I had them do something, and I'm getting all them to go up there and participate. And one kid's like, but I've already done stuff. I'm like, okay, and? But I already done stuff. I'm like, okay, and?
See, when I deal with kids like that, even though I don't have them problems, I just wonder, who the weirdos raising you? Because that's just like logical human being behavior. Like when you're in school 5 days a week, I'm sure one out of the 5 days, you're going to have to participate in something. You might not have to participate every day, but you got to do something.
Something. And then when I had the little class discussion with them, I asked them, why is it that when y'all do one thing, y'all think y'all can not do nothing for the rest of the class? Nobody has an answer for me. Nobody ever has an answer for me. When they do certain things, and then I ask them why they do certain things, nobody ever has an answer.
Well, you know, I'm raising my kid, Maddie, in regards to, like, if she does something and I ask her why, she has no answer for it, I'm like, then why do it? Don't do stuff for no reason.
Right.
Because you got most people that do stuff for no reason. And I don't know for an answer. You do something stupid. Yeah. You better give me something.
Yeah.
Or don't do it.
Especially when you in high school. At some point, you can't be... You need an answer to something. You can't just sit there and look at me when I'm asking you a question.
And, you know, I could unwrap this little jewel. You know me. Most people I talk to like they're mentally impaired. So I have no issues. And I feel like I always have issues. But then when I really break it down to them, they're like, oh. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have people like, why do you talk to us like we're slow? And I go, I only talk to you based off your actions. So let's speed up.
Yeah, I think they're tired of me telling them that they special.
I mean...
They act special.
In all reality, though, like, you know me, like, I always tell people, like, it's not the best question, but at home, your parents should be able to ask you, are you stupid? When you do dumb things. Just to help you understand how ridiculous your actions are. So you never do them again. Yeah. That was my dad's famous question. And once I was asked that, I was like, oh, you right, bro. Like, no, I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? So, and I had to learn how to be better.
As you can see, the one that's back there, I ask her that question all the time.
Right.
I'm about to ask her again after we're done with this show. Because...
No, I mean, since we're on the topic of school, like, I ask kids, you know me, like, when I was in school, I didn't really like teachers talking to me. Once you gave me the assignment, I just want to be invisible. Yeah, I was obnoxious at times. That was funny and all that, but I really want to be left alone. I asked the kids, like, who likes being told what to do? Nobody raises their hand. And I asked them, so why are we always telling you what to do? I don't even like telling kids what to do. I give you the option, you know what I mean? I give you the feeling like you have an option, but you really don't. But I give you that feeling because I give you that respect level. You know what I mean? But this,
and then the other funny thing with them is I always, when they get in trouble, because some of them will come to me, talk to me about getting detention. I always ask them what they do, and then I'm just like, okay, and I'll explain to them, okay, but what if you just didn't do that, or what if you just, you know, one incident was with headphones. Kid got detention for headphones, and I asked him, why didn't you just take the headphones off and problem solved? Because you had one off, all you had to do was take the other one off, and the problem is solved right there. No, but the teacher's nothing. Maybe the teacher's having a bad day, because some teachers have days like that, or some teachers are just like...
Some teachers are nitpickers and bother kids, and I'd be like, dude, let the kid breathe. So, like, I get it, but, like, kids, one thing I'm realizing about them, you have more responsibility at home, which is great, cool, I respect that. But once you come into school, we're all kind of similar. We're not the same because I don't think anybody's the same, but you have to follow certain guidelines and rules, just like regular society.
Yeah.
It's like,
and a lot of the stuff, and I tell them, a lot of their troubles or detentions is very avoidable. Very, very avoidable. And then when you explain it to them, they're just like, oh, you have a point. You're just like, this is the whole point of being in school. You talk to people so you can learn something.
But also, too, like, we were also part of a group of kids growing up that we didn't, like, pride ourselves in doing stupid stuff thinking it was funny. Yeah, we held each other to a certain standard. Honestly, we don't do too well with that dumb, funny stupidness. So that's why, like, we can break things down to some kids. Some people just can't comprehend certain things.
Yeah, nobody want to be in detention all the time. That's annoying.
Yeah,
especially when it starts. especially this time around. Especially this time of the year, you don't want to be in detention.
I ain't gonna lie though. Say May detention. 2 thumbs up. Nah, if you were late, my mom didn't call in, so if I was late a lot, you couldn't do any work in detention.
Oh.
Stay up and sleep. I said, what? At Pickering, it was do work. That was it. Oh, man, I was living the dream freshman year.
Like nap time. Oh, man, you know who living the dream? Well, let's start with the Minnesota Timberwolves. The game last night, the play-in game. These play-in games be exciting. So the Timberwolves, a lot's gone bad for that franchise since Kevin Garnett left. I think they made the postseason once since he left.
I think so.
And you know, yesterday they secured the 7th spot, beat the Clippers 109-104. They were so excited. They were so amped. And I was just like, some people were getting on it, but I was just like, yeah, nah, they need to celebrate like that because that franchise just been through a lot and they've just been so bad. It's just good for them to get in the playoffs again.
I see both ends. I see both sides of that because, you know, as pros getting paid multi-millions of dollars, like, what are you doing jumping on tables, bro? Like, you still got a whole playoff to play.
Yeah.
But because I don't know what it's like to play for a team that you don't, like, win consistently or you don't make playoffs like for 10, 15 years at a time.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe they were doing that for the fans. It's not really about them. They know they go into their multi-million-dollar life. What about these guys that been paying season tickets
to watch the trash,
nosebleeds? Yeah, to watch.
Yeah. Plus, sports is fun. Winning is fun. And you're supposed to celebrate. Like, you're supposed to celebrate if you win. You know, especially when you have no realistic chance of making it to the finals. You know what I'm saying? But they're an exciting team, though.
But that's both sides of the fence because people who are winners, they don't act like that.
Yeah.
When you used to lose and you finally win, you act like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I see the arguments coming, and the arguments really coming from the winners.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I get it, but you ain't been the bottom of the barrel team for years, almost a career for some people.
Yeah.
So let them enjoy their time, man.
Yeah, and they got one exciting matchup with the Grizzlies. This one should be exciting because Anthony Edwards, I've always said, is already my favorite player in the league just because this dude he has no code switch to him whatsoever. He's just him. But he's out there getting buckets, and then he's kind of shadowing the shortcomings of Carl Anthony Towns. Like, Anthony Edwards is the guy for that team. Carl Anthony Towns, it's just like... It's hard to defend him.
He was looking bad last night. Granted, you was getting doubled, but they were bullying you. It wasn't like you were just getting doubled. They were just pushing you off your pivot. They were just like, they were bullying him out there. And I'm all about supporting your fans, but like, he was talking crazy. Like you supposed to be the man on your team. And you fouled out like in the middle of the fourth quarter. Like it was just an awful performance.
And all the criticism people have of him, you know, being soft, being not engaged, putting up empty numbers, and it's just like when you go up there like that in the playing game, it's kind of hard to defend.
And that's the vibe I got when he was talking from the bench.
Oh yeah.
Like somebody said, hold me back. You know what I mean? You still running your mouth while you know nothing's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. So you fouled out, and these guys have to come save the day. Mm-hmm. What do you have? Like how many points do you have?
11. On 11 shots.
Like you know what I mean?
They had 5 rebounds.
Then he talks about how great a big man he is and things of this nature. And it's like
he's a guard in a big man.
He really is though.
In a big man's body, because he's like, I mean, we don't like calling people soft in here, but the way they was bullying him around there, it's just like there's nothing to defend. You can't even defend it.
And as a big, like you shouldn't look that uncomfortable with contact.
Yeah.
Guards, yeah, you look a little, but bigs, that's your game is contact. All you do was bang down low, pause. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why he was looking so out of sorts.
And who they going up against
next?
They
was hacking him, though.
And who they going up against next? Well, probably one of the most physical teams in the league, in the Memphis Grizzlies. Team that got different styles. And I think, everybody's looking forward to this Anthony Edwards-Ja Morant matchup, but the Grizzlies as a whole, as a team, they just got a bunch of dogs on their team, and
I don't really see them going like back and forth, head to head type deal. I get what you're saying. They even cover each other.
They might at certain points.
At a certain point, but you know what I mean. They're in the same position. You know what I mean. So, but honestly, like the Grizzlies are rolling. They're just an overall better team, I think. But we never know what Russell's gonna do.
Yeah,
because they said he had having a slump and he came out, and I knew he was gonna ball last night. I just had a feeling he's gonna produce because him in big games he plays well.
Yeah, I was about to say that he definitely plays well in big games, and he got playoff experience as well too. So it'd be good. I mean, this will be Anthony Edwards' first playoff experience, but for a young guy like him, it just the jump from year 1 to year 2 is so crazy for him. You can see why people are saying, "Oh, this dude might be, in a couple of years he might be the face of the league." When some of these other guys, start retiring and stuff, it might be him just because the way he puts the ball in the basket, and he's gonna have to because the Grizzlies they got 6, 7, 8 guys that could get their own shots and stuff. For these guys, it's more so you got Russell and Edwards, and we know what Pat Beverly's gonna do. He's just gonna play defense, annoy people.
You got 2 guys that get their own shot, bro. You
pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Quickly on the Clippers, they play. They got to play in game on Friday for the 8th spot. But for Paul George, he's been balling since he came back. He's kind of looked like he hasn't missed a step. He's putting the ball in the basket. But for them, it's always these fourth quarters collapses. Like they had a good thing going, and then they get outscored 31-20 in the fourth quarter. And
they don't have consistent shooting. Yeah. You got Batum shooting too many threes. I think. What happened? Oh. Where's Kennard at? Luke
Kennard, he's on the team. I don't know if he's healthy or not, but he's on the team. I thought he got
traded or something. But,
you know what? Let's double check.
Because he was their shooter, and they just don't have enough shooters.
Yeah, and you thought
you
thought Norman Powell and Covington would eventually do that. But, even though Powell had a good game, but Covington, he was like 1 for 3.
Yeah, he was just off for one. He only took. Only 3 threes? Like, he usually takes more than that.
Yeah, so... Well, they got another chance to secure a playoff spot on Friday. So we'll see how that goes for them. And then the other playing game last night was Brooklyn against Cleveland. Kyrie Irving started off, I think, 9 for 9 in the first half.
He missed shot to his last 3 shots he missed.
Yeah, missed 3 shots. He was 12 for 15, but the Nets did... The Cavs were kind of in the second half. They played a lot better than they did in the first half, but it was just coming back. They was playing catch up the whole time.
Yeah, the game was already over.
Yeah, when you get down, like when you allow 40 points in the first quarter, it's kind of hard to come back from that. But Brooklyn, they were fine all season. It's just health wise got them. Health wise, guy playing 29 games and stuff. But
you could say health wise and mandate wise.
No, I'm talking Durant. He missed that.
Well, I was talking about the overall season.
Oh yeah.
But you're talking about something totally different.
Yeah, Durant. Because when Durant was healthy, they had a 1 seed, and then he went out. I think they went like 8. They went like 8 and 20 something.
My apologies.
Yeah. So they had. This has been an inconsistent team. People in and out the lineups, but they're playing the Celtics next round. And my biggest concern with this, not really concerned, is just like. If the Nets want to win this series, you're going to have to get 40 and 40 from Durant and Irving.
Because they get away with it with the Cavs because our 2 best players are just better than your whole team.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the Celtics, your 2 best players can still be better than the whole team, but the Celtics play defense. Yeah. They got size, they got length, they got guys that can play.
And they play as a team overall. Because this year, this was the coach talked about it, how selfish they were last year. This year, they moved the ball more this year than they did last year. So that's going to be hard to cover.
We already talked about that last year, actually early in the season, about how Tatum and Brown take the majority of the shots. And the guys get crumbs. Like, that's just not basketball.
Yeah. Definitely not. It don't work.
Nah, it's not. Only works with Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah, especially when you got a guy like Shaq, you just throw the ball into him. And he's just fouling everybody else. So
only for them.
But this is gonna be interesting because last year they played. This is like this Boston Brooklyn thing's been going on since Kyrie Irving left. This is the second time they'll be playing in the playoff series, and it was the first time they'll actually be playing where people are actually healthy. Like the last year, I think people were injured in that one. Tatum going out there getting 50, but it was just him. So now they got a full squad. I'm interesting to see this series because a lot of people still think Brooklyn might win this series and make a run at it. They're still having hope for Brooklyn, but it's like Brooklyn's just been inconsistent since this group has been put together.
Yeah, Brooklyn been inconsistent just because all the nonsense has been going on in the world too. The Celtics, they're playing better, and I feel like everybody's riding that high horse. But I'm like, when are they gonna come down to reality? So that's what I'm waiting for. So I feel like the playoffs, we're gonna see what they're really made of in the playoffs because they've been playing well with the new I want to say with new pieces they got. But now we got to see what happens in the 4-game series when you're playing the same team, or 7-game series. You're playing the same team 7 times. Now you got a game plan. You got to do something totally different compared to just seeing teams the first couple times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. But I still got to take it at 6 because like losing no damn New York team again. Get the hell out of here. Fuck them.
I don't even root for New York teams. So.
Right. All right. Let me bring up these other playoff matchups because the playoffs, I believe, they start Saturday. All right, we guys. There's some games on tonight, playing games. All right, Charlotte and Atlanta. I don't even understand this series because this is the part of the playoff I don't like because it's like both of these teams are like, but. Yeah, no. I think Charlotte. I kind of want Charlotte to win that series because I want to see LaMelo in the postseason, and then San Antonio and New Orleans, and it's just like forget that. But other first round matchups. All right, Utah and Dallas. And Dallas is a team that people have been sleeping on. The way the season Luka's had, like they're not even talking about him in the MVP conversation. When he's the only guy on the team, dude, like his usage and him getting everybody involved and also putting up 28 points per game. And for them to win like 50 games.
Is he gonna play?
It's not looking like it right now. It's not looking like it. That calf strain or I don't know.
I've been wondering if he's gonna play.
I have no idea. And then there's the Jazz. The Jazz.
They gotta win for anybody in the world to believe in them. Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all gotta win with title at some point. Nobody believes in the Jazz ever.
Have they even made it to a conference finals these past couple of years when they've been having these records?
I'll be honest. I don't know. I don't pay any attention to even when I'm watching Utah Jazz games. I don't even pay attention to them. I support Mitchell and all, but like in Clarkson, but like just and I get it. D-Wade trying to help out the Utah by trying to be part of that ownership. I wouldn't be anywhere near Utah, but. Kudos to y'all. And they're trying to change the culture. It's gonna take some time, just because Utah's Utah.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know what else to say.
I mean, they have Carl Malone in the rafters or whatever. Ain't nothing positive ever gonna happen to them with Carl Malone as your like folk hero or whatever franchise best player. That's just karma right there.
I mean, at least John Starkson balance it out.
No. With some of the stuff he's been saying the past couple days. Yeah.
Oh, I have. I be paying attention to people sometimes.
Oh yeah. Good thing you don't.
I live in my own little bubble. You know that.
Because even him, he's just like. So. All right. Toronto and Philadelphia. I think that's another. That should be an entertaining series, but I think Philly's gonna win it. But Toronto, Siakam's had a quiet all NBA season this year. We haven't heard from that dude since he's been spinning in the finals and all that stuff, and then the bubble came and he's just yeah.
Great for him. I ain't been hearing about him at all. But good for Siakam.
I haven't either. And then Embiid became the first player since Shaq. First center since Shaq to lead the league in scoring. It's kind of wild that there hasn't been no good centers in the league for a while to lead the league in scoring. I mean, think about it.
No, I don't even like watching bigs. I'm a guy. So I'm not shocked at all. They're not even that, like, come on. Man, get out of here with that.
And then
Just keep it real.
and the other matches, Denver and Gold. This should be an exciting one. I think Jokic is winning MVP. For some reason, people are highly upset that he's gonna win his second MVP. I don't know why. They're upset. Like, this dude was going out there, damn near averaging a triple-double without his second or third best player.
They're upset because there's been times where other guys who deserve the MVP had the numbers that were, like, killing people, and they just didn't get it. Because they felt that, let's give him the sympathy MVP because he didn't get it a couple years ago, and now he's playing close to MVP level. Let's hand it to him. It happened to Kobe, and it happened to who else? You named a bunch of guys. It happened to Jordan. Like,
I can name them. So I'll give you some sympathy MVP. Those two Karl Malone MVPs. People still trying to figure out why he got that. The two Steve Nash MVPs. Those ones. The Derrick Rose MVP. The Russell Westbrook MVP. So those are, but yeah, for Jokic, everybody's trying to say, like, trying to say the advanced stats tell another story. You just can't use that and stuff. But it's just, I'm just like, is anybody watching this? This dude, literally, his second option and his third option haven't been on the court all season. And it's been him and a bunch of role players.
You know, it kind of reminds me of, like, we do like student a month in schools and stuff, and each class does that, and like they don't like that for English. That's what class I'm in. If you can't pick the same kid each month, or it got to be a kid who hasn't already won it. Yeah. I'm not about that. Yeah. If you're the best kid in the class every month, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
If you're the best player in the NBA for 2 years straight and your numbers are killing everybody, that's just what it is. Like, I don't do too well. He won it this year, they won it last month, let's give it to somebody else. Nah, if he's killing it every month and every season, that's just what it is.
Yeah, and it's, I know, and people try to, like, this MVP race, I will say, has been a tight race, because, the numbers that Jokic has put up and Reed has put up, you can make an argument with them, but you just can't deny, you just can't go off of, like, he won it 2 years in a row and these guys are putting up better number. Like, he's putting up 27, 13, and 7. And he's played like 74 games, the NBA all season. And most of the guys on there haven't played. I know Embiid played like 65. I know Giannis didn't play all the games. Like, he's played the majority of the games, so it's like, I don't understand why this is a big issue. Like, just look at the numbers. 58% true shooting. Like, his numbers are ridiculous.
There's always gonna be a problem though, regardless. Even when Steph got unanimous, there's a problem. There's complaining about other guys not getting unanimous.
Like it's their fault. You gotta blame the voters, but I mean, everybody, Jokic is winning MVP, so just y'all gonna have to live with it. It's 27, 11, 7 rebounds. It's those are some crazy numbers. I think like total points, like all numbers put, all the total is like him and Wilt.
I mean, he is the best big in the league. Yeah. It ain't even like, Brandon Embiid's incredible, but when it comes to everything Jokic does, it's not even close. Yeah. Dude's a 5. He played a 1 and a 5. 1 through the 5. What are we talking about? Right. And he plays the 1 through the 5 like efficiently. You see him on the break with the passes. Yeah. What are we talking about?
Yeah. And he's responsible for so much of his team's scoring. It's like, you take this guy off, they're not even in the playing game at all. You take Embiid off, they probably could still get there. You take Giannis off, they'll still have a chance. You take this dude off, like, all he has to do for the team is like, they'll be picking number 1 in the NBA lottery.
Yeah, man. It's like you missing that middle button in your shirt. It's not complete without that middle button. No matter how you organize the buttons, something's off.
Yo. Alright, in other matchups, the Heat will be playing the winner of the Hawks the Hawks Hornets matchup. So that game one's on Sunday. You know, the Heat are a lot of people's favorite to go to it all this year. And I can see why. They had a good season. They had a pretty good season. Now all their guys are healthy, so the East playoffs is going to be interesting. Then the Bulls and the Bucks, two teams that have been going like this way, because the Bulls started off up here, then injuries came and they've been going down here, and the Bucks just been like floating, and they've gotten better. February, March, it came along, they just gotten better. But I'm still trying to figure out how Giannis wins Player of the Month when Jason Tatum won Player of the Week 3 times in March.
You just said it. That don't even make sense.
Yeah,
that's just a flat out lie. That's impossible to do unless you had 80 points that week. That completely trumped all Tatum games combined.
I was like that meme. You know that meme with the numbers of country, and you just try to figure out how.
It's impossible. Like impossible. Yo, bro, these people upstairs, them people ain't that bright, huh? Like, it's impossible. It's only 4 weeks in a month.
And Tatum won it 3 times in a 5-week span.
My brain hurts. What?
Oh, man. All right. I think this is going to be a quick series for the Bucks, because I think the Bulls, not having Lonzo, you could tell, that really affects them offensively and defensively, because they haven't been the same. But the Bucks starting their championship run, they're trying to go back to back. I don't think there's been a team to three-peat since the Lakers.
Yeah, it's not even. I don't know why I was even sitting there crunching my. Please,
they're the last team to three-peat. Yeah. The Warriors had a chance, but they wet the bed a couple times. And then
tell me that 3-1.
There was that, and then there was the 2019 one. All right, and then Phoenix will be playing the winner of. Whoever wins these playing games tonight, but whatever. NBA playoff starts Saturday, so make sure to tune in. All right, some NFL news for you. And our guy Derek Carr, he got himself a nice little extension, $121.5 million extension for him. I swear he's been like. They've been wanting to get rid of him for so many times. I think this is like his 3rd extension with the Raiders. Like every year they talk about, the Raiders might trade him, and he just always ends up getting another extension.
Like he is a Raider. Like
pretty much.
If you want a Raider quarterback, you take Carr. Like
yeah.
Like, I don't understand what the issue with Carr is. Like who else you gonna trade? What franchise is gonna give up their quarterback for Carr? I'm not saying Carr's not tradable, but it's like, who do we want?
It could have been the Browns, but ain't nobody going to trade for him.
Bro, you know I'm a Raider fan. We ain't doing that. I told you, that man he's only going to be successful for one franchise, and one franchise only. I only find his joke funny when he got a Browns helmet on. If you go to another team, I'm acting like you.
So Carr's contract, he's gonna make $19.87 million this year, and then he's like, it's gonna average $40.5 million per year. So the good thing about this, he's got this. You know who's next to do for a big contract? Lamar Jackson. So the Ravens, they might as well just give him a blank check and be like, how much you want?
Man, they need to get some pieces to fill in because Lamar's still doing too much. His usage rate is ridiculous.
They need some receivers.
They need everything. They don't need to pay him. They need to get some more tools and explain it to him. I'm sure he'll understand.
Not the way this quarterback market's going. He'll understand, but he'll be like, this dude just got like close to $200 million. I got an MVP.
I feel you, but like my thing is, do you want to win? Or do you want to just be great and then injury prone every year?
Take the money and greatness. Yeah, I'm just saying. That's why he'd probably be like, I'm going to take the money and run with it.
All right.
You can't blame him. Yeah, so the Raiders have had a pretty busy offseason signing guys. So hopefully this brings to playoff success because, they were They were one play away from actually going to the next round. So now that they secured their quarterback, because their conference, you got all them quarterbacks in that conference too. So it's like, damn, we got to secure this guy. We ain't got no choice.
Yeah, man. One of the toughest conferences in the league.
Yeah, definitely. All right, and then some sad news. Dwayne Haskins passed away over the weekend.
That was crazy.
And yeah, the details on this is just as it's coming out. The full details haven't come up, but little by little they are. It's just like the situation. Like what?
I don't understand.
I don't either.
I've had a flat tire on the highway, like in the breakdown lane.
Yeah.
In like the 2-lane joint.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
Yeah,
especially when your car's swaying back and forth, with people going so fast.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, and there was the report. They were saying the passenger, not the passenger, the driver was drunk. They were saying there was a woman driving and she was drunk. Those were the reports. I don't know how true that was, but I don't know if he was trying to switch and he'd be the driver or something, because I think he was coming from a workout with some of his teammates or something. I don't know. Or if he was in an Uber or Lyft. I don't know. It was just and you look at him, 25.
One thing I was telling somebody, when I heard that, about to be you or somebody, I said, as a parent, all you could do, man, is pray once they become adults, man. That's all you could do is just pray that you raise them, you know what I mean, well enough. They get lucky. Yeah. Just because freak accidents happen. So that's all you can do is just pray for the well-being of your kid, man.
Yeah, man. He's just like, this guy's 25, you know, and he was still trying to figure out the league because, you get drafted.
He's trying to figure out life.
That too. He's trying to figure out life, trying to figure out the league, because he came in. There was some expectations, but he wasn't mature enough yet. But you just like, damn, 25, and that's it.
And it's sad because even if his football career wouldn't have been what he wanted it to be, he still had a whole life yet.
Yeah,
he could have been something else.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like now we don't even know what he could have been. And it's unfortunate.
Sad all around, but. Rest in peace to that man. Jeez Louise. That's it. Let's go to Athletes Corner. Got Tyrese and Yael. Once again, these interviews were done back in February before the state tournament. So then we took a hiatus. That's why they're coming out so late. But yeah, I don't want y'all to think they were done like last week. Check this out, and we're gonna come back. Hello and welcome to another edition of Athletes Corner. Today we got Lynn English boys basketball, Tyrese and Yael here with us. Day off? Well, not a day off, but had a day off yesterday. What's going on, fellas?
What's good?
We here. You guys coming off the Spartan Classic, finished the season's wrapped up, getting ready for the tournament. Just these last couple of days, how's it been for you guys? How's your ankle, first of all?
My ankle was a lot better. I'm taking care of it.
Yeah. Hey, you did that spray thing in the halftime.
Biofreeze.
Yeah. All right, so this season has been an interesting season for you guys because this is the first time y'all on the varsity court together for for a whole season. How has it been just for a lot of the guys being their first time on the varsity team? How's it been for you guys?
Take this one. It's been it's been alright. Just some people don't really have the experience, so it's good to help them, teach them, get them better.
Yeah.
And it's it's not.
You just gotta. There's a lot of things you gotta work on. You know what I mean? But it's like basketball stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It pretty much just
you gotta come to you.
Yeah. Like understanding. How long did it take you just to get in tune with the system? I know you practiced with them last year, right?
Yeah.
But so you had an understanding of everything. But for you, how long did it take you to just have an understanding of what Coach Alvin wanted you guys to do?
I mean, I was never in the system, but I did a real good job as to paying attention outside of it, while I was at Tech and stuff.
Yeah.
Eventually wanted to be at English, but I think I adjusted pretty well as to what Coach Al wants on the court and stuff.
Yeah. Was that the decision to come to English? Was it because Well, what was your decision? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
I mean, I don't want to get too deep into it, but it was just like miscommunication. I ended up at English. It was at the end of the day, it was my decision. Like I came up with it. No one else made that decision for me.
Yeah. All right. Now, for you, Tyrese, you've been having quite the season. Put a lot of people, your name's been coming up a lot, especially after the weekend that you have. You know, how's it for you getting all this attention coming your way? And you guys, you know, English has been looked at as, you know, back-to-back state champions, and then like everybody's still gunning to beat you guys. And for you being a focal point of the offense, how's it just been for you?
It's just a lot of people. Well, I mean, coming from like 2 back-to-back state championships, like a lot of people like think more of us, like we should like, you know, be a lot better. Like that. I mean, we're still a good team, but like I try to like block that out and just to like worry about my team more. Just like I don't really like hear what people think, and yeah. Yeah,
is it one of those things they don't have an understanding, like this is an entirely new group of people than from the group that was there before?
I mean, yeah, it is like new head coach, like new players, like yeah, people just don't understand that, but it's whatever.
Yeah. How's it been? I know the best game I saw you guys play was against Cambridge. That game against Cambridge, because that game to me from watching it looked like you guys. It was a maturity game for you guys, from my standpoint. That's what it looked like, because it came down to a lot of big plays down the stretch, and you guys were executing them. And that's some of the things that the coach wanted to see for you guys in that game. How would you describe that game for the growth of this team?
I describe that game as like the climax. Like it was where everything just started falling into place, as in the team, not just on the basketball court, but just as the team together. Like the bench was all into it. You got everyone on the court. It was just energy, all as a team. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah,
I feel like that really brought us together. Like, I know we've been through our ups and downs, stuff like that, but like after that game, we all realized like we like got each other, and like after that game, we all just confidence got up and just
Yeah, and then let's talk about the Spartan Classic. You guys played 2. Granted, you lost both those games, but it was 2 of the most interesting games that I've watched. The first one against Springfield Central, and I know you know some of those guys from playing AAU with them. You guys down as much as like 20, 24 points. I mean, what was the change in that game? Because it seemed like at some point in that third quarter, everything just changed for you guys offensively and defensively.
So, so I guess at halftime we went to the locker room, and yeah, I was mad, but like I just feel like if like I was down or like other people were down, like we're just gonna like all come down together. So like gotta like bring our team up. So then we on the court, I was just like, you know what, let's just like tee up. So I just
you went into Kobe Iverson mode. For playing to get hot like you did, I don't know what is it about that St. Mary's court that you love playing on it, because I saw you in the summer league put up 30-something points in that court, and now 3 times I've seen you on that court, you put up 30 and 40-point games. What is it about that court that you love so much?
I don't know. I like St. Mary's. I don't know.
It's the rims. The rims, they just feel nice.
Yeah. For point guard, at some point it was just like, for you want to run the offense, but it was just like everybody had to understand, just get him the ball and get out the way. Was that just the case?
Honestly, knew that was the assignment. When he hit that second shot, I was just like, he's going off. I got to get him the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just like, I couldn't do much. Like, I was trying to find my shot. Really couldn't find it. But if he has a shot, then I'm just here. I'm going to give him the ball every single time.
Yeah. And that was that game and the one against Beverly as well. That was kind of like the environment that the tournament environment, right, that you guys are going to be facing whenever the seedings come out. Just how ready are you to embrace that moment to make a run at a state championship and get, as the state tournament is like a week away or so?
Man, you see, I'm ready for it. I'm just ready for anything. I'm ready for the team we gonna play against. I'm ready for the environment. Just ready for all of it.
For you, you guys playing AAU and stuff like that, and I'm sure played in games where you got a bunch of coaches and people, scouts and stuff watching, but the state tournament is going to be more so like that. For you, is that just you just treat it as another game, just to put a showing and just try to do anything to help the team win?
I mean, yeah, of course. Like one thing, like I would never get nervous for. I may be a little nervous, but like I just love the game so much, I would never be scared of playing it. So like those type of games, I'm like really used to. It's just, good.
Yeah. All right. Now, what are some things that you talked about? There's some things that you guys gotta just work on during practice before you find out who you play. What are some little things that you could tell us that you don't have to tell us everything? What are some of the little things that you guys going to work on in practice that you'd like to see the team improve on?
Just execution stuff, like knocking down shots. Like one more pass. Just things like that. Running the offense right. It's like the simple stuff, the fundamental stuff. Just get that stuff down. I think we can do something good.
Yeah. Do you guys feel like as an overall team that you're a lot better than where you were a couple weeks ago as far as execution-wise, as far as playing team basketball-wise? You feel like you guys are a lot better and well-equipped for the state tournament because it's all about those are going to be the key things there?
Yes, I think we're a lot better because, like, all these last couple games we had, those like one of the best teams in the state we went up against. It was always a close battle, so like you can tell like we got like a lot better, and we're getting used to that like feeling environment of like playoff type game. So when we come to the playoffs, like we should be good. All right.
They're gonna find out when they see this Saturday, but by the time this interview comes out, they'll probably already played. So I don't know what. Before we get out of here, plug your social media is in. That's your camera right there.
It's BIE.Yael.
Lynn made Tyrese.
Both Twitter and?
Yeah, Twitter and Instagram.
All right. Make sure you go check them out. English, boys basketball. Whenever they see it, you'll find out. You'll see. Just follow their social media page, Lynn English Boys Basketball, for updates on who they're going to play and all that. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. You guys been watching Athletes Corner. We out of here. And we are back with some more. Oh, man. Let's get into some quickly. Baseball. Baseball started a couple weeks ago.
Yes, it has. I was watching the Red Sox versus Yankees.
Yeah, they dropped the series to the Yankees, unfortunately, but they bounced back. They bounced back. They're in Detroit right now. Right now, it's 9-4 Red Sox in Detroit. They got a 2-3 record.
It's nice out.
I'm sorry. They didn't drop the series with the Yankees. They lost 2 out of 3 against the Yankees.
That's why it's nice out.
Yeah. And then they beat Detroit last night 5-3. So baseball season is back in full effect. So you can tell by the weather. If you want to know if the Red Sox are winning or not, just look outside.
Like, seriously.
Yes.
Look outside.
Legit. All right. Other New England sports, NHL, the Bruins, they lost to the Blues 4-2. Yeah, whatever. They're playing the Senators.
When does hockey season even start?
The same time basketball does, but
all right. Now, I thought because of COVID, things started slow. I wasn't sure if they were back on track.
Oh yeah, they were. Hockey season is in play the same time as basketball season. They just they're just in the back burner.
They're in the basement, bro. You don't even hear about hockey anymore. Because they did they got the TV what's it called?
The TV deals with ESPN now.
Versus. The Versus Network. When I was in college, they were in the process of starting that deal. So that's why we don't see that much hockey on like regular stations now, because they got the Versus Network.
That's how much we care about hockey. They've played 73 games, and this is the first time we've talked about it.
And luckily, my major is the reason why I know that stuff. So,
yeah. The Bruins are 45-23. They are 4th in the Atlantic Division. They need to. Playoffs is coming up, so they need to clinch a spot. They haven't clinched the playoff spot yet, so they need to get it together. They still got some games left, but yeah.
All right.
That's all we got for you for hockey. I can't tell you that.
Let's go, Bruins.
In college basketball, DeMar Langford Jr., he declared for the NBA draft, but he's retaining his rights to return. I think he's tested the waters, see where he ranks. I said if he feels like he gets a good evaluation, he'll stay, but if not, he'll return and improve on what he needs to improve on. But this is what I like now that the NBA is doing, is letting guys get test out the waters and get like a full evaluation, and they can make the choice to return to school. Because before it used to be like,
once you put your name in there, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
There's some old geezers in there just mad. Now we got some people with some. Yeah. We have some people with some brains in the NCAA. They're still gonna weed out the old grays, but their time is coming any day now.
But it's good for him though. And if he does come back, they actually got a good recruiting class coming in. They got some 5-star guys coming in. They got one of the guys in that school in Minnesota that played with Jalen Suggs and Chet and all them.
Okay.
Yeah, they got some guy that was on that team. He's coming.
I don't even know who you're talking about. Who you talking about?
BC.
Oh, okay. Oh, Langford. I heard the name, but I didn't process it. All right. Makes sense now. All right, cool. And his brother's staying, right?
Yeah, his brother's back. So hopefully it's tournament time for them next year. They showed a lot of improvements this past season. All right, and then that's about it. Let's go to these high school sports highlights, and then we're gonna do NBA top 10, and we're gonna wrap this thing up. And we are back, NBA Top 10. Check it out. Alright, we back, y'all, and we've reached the end of the show. I'm hungry.
It's the end. I ain't singing this week. Next week, I got y'all.
Was that new edition song? Is this the end? Oh man, make sure LynnTV.org, go to the website. As LCTV After the Whistle Instagram page, Mr. Burton 23 Instagram, Mukala K Instagram. It's Good Friday. Make sure you do something good for people on Friday. Happy Easter to all y'all, everybody. We'll be on the track Friday at Manning Field Friday morning, so I know some of y'all student athletes are trying to get y'all conditioning on, getting ready for fall sports, so if you want to get some work in, we'll be there. Come check us out. Run with us.
Bring a bag.
Bring water, too. Because you might, bring a trash barrel. You might hurl.
That's what the bag is for.
You might need a barrel. You might need a trash barrel. Because you might hurl. Oh, also, it's my delinquent cousin's birthday this weekend, too, so you don't get her some cake and stuff.
Which one?
Oh. You know, the one that was right there.
The Messiah.
The demon.
Ain't that bad.
Oh, yeah, she is. Yes, she is. We out, y'all. Have a good day.